Have you ever put on an outfit that looked stunning on someone else, but somehow didn't do you any favors? You looked in the mirror and thought, why doesn't this work on me? It's not your body, beautiful. It's the clothes. The truth is, some styles were simply not designed with the apple-shaped woman in mind. And when you're a mature Black woman, with your own glow, your curves, your history, the wrong pieces can hide your elegance instead of showing it. Today, I'll reveal 7 clothing items that silently sabotage your silhouette, and what to wear instead to highlight your beauty with confidence and grace. Before we start, if you love fashion that celebrates who you are, not who the world tells you to be, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this space was made for you. Now, let's uncover the truth about what's really making your outfits feel off. The apple body shape is one of the most radiant and feminine silhouettes, fuller at the center, with softer curves and beautiful legs that often go unnoticed. But many women struggle to dress it, not because they don't understand fashion, but because the fashion industry rarely designs with their reality in mind. The goal isn't to hide or shrink yourself, it's to bring balance and flow to your natural proportions, so your clothes serve you, not the other way around. Let's start with the first silent offender, cropped tops. They might look stylish on mannequins or younger influencers, but for women with an apple-shaped body, especially those who've lived a little and earned their beauty through experience, cropped tops create a cut exactly where the body carries more softness, right at the waistline. They draw the eye to the middle instead of letting it travel gracefully. It's not about covering up. It's about guiding the gaze in a way that celebrates what you love most about yourself. Instead, imagine a blouse that flows just past your hip, made of a fabric that moves when you do. Something that whispers elegance instead of shouting for attention. A top that glides over the midsection, gently defining your shape without clinging. Think silky viscose, lightweight crepe, or soft knits that caress the skin. When you wear something that drapes beautifully, you stop fighting with your reflection. You start harmonizing with it. Now, the second piece that works against you, low-rise pants. They're a trap, a fashion trend that never considered real women's bodies. When you have an apple shape, the lower belly often carries natural volume, and low-rise waistbands only emphasize it. They push everything upward and create a tight band across the most sensitive area. The result? Discomfort and a silhouette that looks compressed instead of elongated. The secret is in the waistline, where your body naturally wants structure and support. A mid-rise or high-rise pant smooths and lifts the belly area, creates a longer leg line, and adds instant elegance. Try this. Stand in front of the mirror, place your hand just above your belly button. That's your natural waist. Clothes that respect that line will always make you look more put together. And let's talk about fabrics. When you choose pants that have a touch of stretch or a structured fabric with movement, like a high-quality crepe, a tailored knit, or a soft denim, they support your shape rather than squeezing it. Combine that with a flowing top, and you'll see the transformation, not just in your reflection, but in the way you carry yourself. Because at the end of the day, style isn't about following rules. It's about knowing yourself deeply. It's the art of showing the world the woman you've become, not hiding behind what the stores want to sell. When you learn to see fashion as your ally, every outfit becomes an expression of wisdom and freedom. These first 2 changes, letting go of cropped tops and low-rise pants, are small, but they open the door to a wardrobe that finally understands your story. As we move forward, we'll look at other pieces that might be sabotaging your silhouette without you even realizing it. Some of them are in your closet right now, and once you see why they don't work, you'll never look at them the same way again. Let's talk about one of the biggest myths in fashion, that tight clothes make you look slimmer. In reality, for the apple-shaped body, tight dresses often do the opposite. They cling to the center of the body, drawing attention to the abdomen instead of creating flow. A bodycon or tube-style dress might seem like a confidence move, but it can unintentionally make your figure appear unbalanced. You see, the apple body shines when the eye is guided upward, toward the neckline, shoulders, and face, and downward toward those gorgeous legs. The goal is movement, not compression. A dress that wraps or drapes naturally, like a soft wrap dress or an empire cut, highlights your curves without revealing every line. It adds shape without stress. When you slip into something that moves with you rather than against you, you're not hiding, you're harmonizing. Now, let's move to another silent style trap, the wide belt. For decades, fashion magazines told women to define the waist. But for an apple shape, that rule can backfire. When you cinch a thick belt around the middle, especially at the widest part of your abdomen, it creates a hard line that divides the body in half. Instead of creating shape, it highlights volume. But here's the twist. The belt itself isn't the villain. It's where you place it. A thin, delicate belt worn just below the bust can create an elegant line, giving the illusion of a longer torso and beautifully framing your bust area. It's not about erasing your shape. It's about repositioning the focus so your outfit celebrates your form with grace. And that brings us to the third culprit, stiff fabrics. Those heavy, unyielding materials like thick denim, rigid cotton, or rough polyester blends. These fabrics add bulk, resist your movement, and can make even the most expensive outfit look uncomfortable. Your body deserves fabrics that honor its rhythm. Think of soft crepes, flowing viscose, or well-tailored knits. They don't cling. They caress. They let your silhouette breathe and move freely. Fashion should never feel like armor. It should feel like a second skin that whispers confidence. And by the way, I'd love to know your experience. What piece of clothing gives you the most trouble when dressing your beautiful body? Drop a comment below and share it with us. Your voice helps other women realize they're not alone in this. Because the truth is, your journey with fashion isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. Once you understand how shapes and fabrics interact with your body, you start dressing with intention, not frustration. You'll notice that certain materials instantly elevate you. They glide, elongate, and flatter, while others seem to fight you. That's not your body's fault. It's the garment's design. So the next time you walk into your closet, imagine it as a partnership. Your body brings the beauty, the clothes bring the balance. When you start choosing harmony over hype, your style becomes timeless. These 3 small shifts, saying goodbye to overly tight dresses, rethinking wide belts, and embracing fabrics that move, can completely transform how you see yourself. You'll start to feel like your wardrobe is finally on your side. And we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll uncover 2 final pieces that seem harmless, but quietly disrupt your shape. Once you understand how to replace them, you'll feel your confidence bloom from the inside out. Now that we've uncovered the first 5 pieces that work against your natural harmony, let's move into the final 2. These are the ones that often surprise women the most because they look elegant in theory. Yet, on the apple body, they quietly distort balance. The first one is the short blazer. You've seen them everywhere, cropped, boxy blazers that end right at the midsection. They're often praised as modern or trendy, but here's the truth. When a blazer stops at your abdomen, it draws a horizontal line across the very area you want to soften. It breaks the body visually in half, making the torso appear shorter and the center fuller. The result is a silhouette that feels heavy on top and unfinished below. Instead, think of the long line blazer, a timeless piece that elongates and flatters, one that gracefully falls past the hip, creating a vertical flow that lengthens the frame. It's like a visual illusion. The eye moves up and down rather than side to side. And when that blazer has a gentle structure at the shoulders and a subtle curve at the waist, it creates definition without restriction. That's the kind of piece that says confidence without ever needing to be loud. It speaks of quiet power, the kind that mature women naturally embody. Now the final item, the pencil skirt that's too tight. Many women love it for its professional look, but on an apple-shaped body, it can throw everything off balance. A tight, straight skirt narrows at the bottom and clings to the center, exaggerating the contrast between the midsection and the legs. It can make you look top-heavy, even when you're not. But there's a smarter way. The A-line or slightly flared skirt gives movement and symmetry. It balances the body by opening softly at the hem, allowing the eye to flow naturally from waist to knees. It's feminine, elegant and forgiving in the best way possible. Pair it with a top that skims rather than squeezes, and suddenly your silhouette feels taller, lighter, and more harmonious. When you walk, the fabric moves with you, not against you. And that sense of freedom is what real style feels like. What's remarkable about these last two pieces, the short blazer and the tight skirt, is how subtle their impact can be. They're not dramatic mistakes, they're invisible ones. You might not notice how they shift proportions until you try their softer counterparts. Then, the change is instant. You look more balanced, more poised, and yes, more radiant. At this point, something important happens. You start to feel in control again. You begin to realize that dressing well isn't about chasing trends or hiding your shape. It's about understanding what enhances it. And that's when fashion becomes more than fabric. It becomes self-knowledge. Because the truth is, when a woman knows what works for her body, she stops second-guessing herself. She walks differently. She enters a room differently. She smiles differently. If you've ever felt that spark, that quiet confidence when you know you look your best, you know exactly what I mean. And if you haven't felt it in a while, trust me, it's still there. It just needs the right clothes to come alive again. Now, if you're ready to dive deeper into this journey and discover even more ways to celebrate your shape and your beauty, there's a video waiting for you right here. Click on the card that's appearing above to continue learning about fashion designed especially for Black women, full of simple, powerful ideas that can completely change how you see your style. Take that next step, because you deserve to feel incredible every time you look in the mirror. By now, you've probably started to look at your wardrobe differently. Those pieces you used to wear automatically might suddenly make more sense. Why some lift you up and others hold you back. That's the beauty of understanding your shape. Once you see it clearly, you can't unsee it. You start dressing with intention, not confusion. And something magical happens when a woman reaches this level of awareness. Her relationship with clothes changes forever. Fashion stops being about chasing trends and becomes about storytelling. Every outfit tells the world who you are and what stage of life you've mastered. The apple-shaped woman, especially a mature Black woman, has a presence that commands attention. There's warmth, confidence, and wisdom that no runway model can imitate. When your clothes align with that, the effect is breathtaking. The secret isn't youth, it's understanding. Style that fits your life, your energy, and your truth. Maybe you've spent years believing that some looks weren't for you. Maybe you felt invisible in stores or frustrated when nothing seemed to fit right. But none of that means your body is wrong. It means the clothes were never designed for your brilliance. That ends here, because from this point forward, every choice you make will come from knowledge, not doubt. Imagine opening your closet and seeing harmony instead of hesitation. Every fabric flows, every shape flatters, every color makes your skin glow. That's not luck, that's strategy. And it's a kind of power that quietly rebuilds your confidence day after day. As you refine your style, remember this. Elegance isn't about perfection, it's about ease. The way you sit, walk, and carry yourself when you're comfortable. That's what people notice first. When you stop fighting with your clothes, you start glowing from within. You've already taken a powerful step by learning what not to wear. But the real transformation begins when you start curating what does work. Pieces that honor your curves, move with your body, and make getting dressed feel joyful again. And that's why I've prepared something special for you. Because style should be accessible, not overwhelming. I've created a carefully chosen list of clothing pieces that truly celebrate the beauty of mature women. Elegant, high-quality items that respect your shape, your skin tone, and your lifestyle. These are pieces that combine comfort and sophistication without forcing you to compromise on budget or beauty. Each one was hand-picked to reflect what we've been talking about here: harmony, balance, and confidence. They're versatile enough for your everyday life and refined enough to make you feel radiant in any setting. Take a moment to explore them. You'll find the link in the video description and again in the first pinned comment. Think of it as a personal style guide designed with care, specifically for you. Because dressing beautifully isn't vanity, it's self-respect. It's how you remind yourself that you still matter, that your story deserves to be seen, and that your reflection should inspire pride, not apology. So yes, wear what feels like you. Choose softness over stiffness, movement over restriction, grace over pressure. Your clothes should serve your spirit, not shape it. And when you put on something that fits both your body and your soul, that's when you remember, elegance doesn't have an age, it has an attitude. That's what this space is about, not just fashion, but freedom. A place where style meets self-love, and where mature Black women can finally see themselves represented with truth and admiration. Now that you know what to let go of, you're ready to fill that space with pieces that honor who you are today, not who you were years ago, and not who the industry says you should be. And if you're curious to see exactly what those pieces look like, don't forget, that list of beautiful, affordable, high-quality options is waiting for you in the description and the first comment below. Each one was selected with heart and with your silhouette in mind, because you deserve fashion that understands you. When you honor your body, it honors you back. The moment you start dressing with intention, choosing pieces that flow, support, and highlight your essence, you stop blending in and start standing tall. Your beauty has depth. It's built from years of laughter, wisdom, and resilience. And fashion should reflect that. If this message spoke to you, take a second to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next conversations about elegance and confidence. Tell me in the comments which of these tips surprised you most. I truly want to know your story. And before you go, don't miss the video appearing here on the screen. It's a beautiful guide on how mature Black women can look even more radiant with simple, powerful styling choices. Click now and keep celebrating your beauty, one outfit at a time.